Hey, what's up? I'm Adam Richman, TV host, producer, author, food explorer, gastronaut, and this is a list of 5 foods that don't suck as much as you think. The first food that doesn't suck quite as much as you think is tongue. Yes, I said tongue. Tongue is a muscle that works a lot. There isn't a lot of fat, but it has a wonderful, supple, silky consistency. Go to a Korean restaurant, sliced paper thin and accompanied by wonderful Korean pepper paste like gochujang. The flavor is incredible and it has a great meaty consistency. The next item on my list is caviar. People may know this as fish eggs, and that's exactly what they are. First of all, not all of them are as fishy. The larger ones like salmon roe really have that kind of fishy punch that people may not be into. My advice, stick to the smaller ones, flying fish roe, smelt roe, the tiny ones. The Japanese term is tobiko. Why is caviar awesome? Well, you get a little bit of crunch, a little bit of a pop without having to add anything crunchy, fried, or starchy to a dish. You could have a saltiness without adding salt. And it's a really wonderful flavor all its own. Now, the third item are sweetbreads. No, they're not sweet, and no, they're not bread. And I'm reluctant to admit they're actually pancreas. But don't let that stop you. Yes, it's organ meat. It actually has sort of a wonderful sort of supple creaminess. My recommendation for a novice to sweetbreads is find a restaurant that actually has a little bit of a crispy exterior on their preparation. And I promise you this, you will never look at sweetbreads quite the same way again. Now, the next item on my list is pâté. Pâté is essentially sort of a meat mousse, usually made with liver, and you could usually find it made with chicken liver. And the notion of essentially a meat custard sounds kind of gross, even to me. But if made well, right texture, and with the right accompaniments, it can be amazing. My favorite sandwich in the world, the Vietnamese banh mi sandwich, uses pâté as a condiment. Just a nice crispy crostini, put a little bit of the pâté on it, a little bit of kosher salt or sea salt, and a little bit of jam, maybe even just plain old marmalade, and you have one delicious bite. Rounding out my list of the top 5 foods that don't suck as much as you think are sardines. You're thinking of those nasty smelling little fillets inside those strange cans with Canadian names on them. I'm talking about the real fish. Sardines actually have a lot of flavor. They actually have a lot of nutrients as well. You can have your local fishmonger take out what little bones are in there, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, maybe some fresh herbs like oregano and rosemary, and throw them right on the grill. Skin side down first, let that skin get nice and charred and crispy. Then get some awesome rustic bread, throw it meat side down, let all those juices cook right into the bread, fold and eat. Now, if you want a little bit more information from me, follow me on social media at Adam Richman or on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Check out my cookbook, Straight Up Tasty, my first book, America the Edible. And remember, like my dad always used to say, you don't have to finish it, but you got to at least try it. It's a great edible world out there. Don't let your fear preclude you from trying something really delicious.